So I pop the blank into the lathe. I can comfortably guess the centres on small sections like this. I now rough out using the skew chisel, turn them to the maximum diameter. I've got a inch diameter dowel on the bottom. I'm going to go carefully here because I'm very close to the drive spikes. Just gauge with my homemade gauge. The top section is 32mm. Again, I've got a homemade gauge to the size. Just mark it and take it down to the size. And the half bead by the peg is slightly reduced. Clean up the end. That will be left natural. The client will drill them. Using a little storyboard. The locates on the end, keep them all the same, and I mark the transitional points. I'll start with this couple of V cuts, take the beads down, just true that one up, a half bead here, and the turnings drop down. Fairly deep V cut here, a smaller one at the top. Take the shoulder down to my mark so I've got the correct size. That's slightly cut back. So the biggest bead of the job. I can guess these diameters. This is a reduced half bead. Trim up deeper. Now using a 1/2 inch spindle gauge. I have to be careful here because it's quite a large spindle gauge to get into this small section. Could use a smaller gauge, but I don't want to keep swapping tools, and this gauge is better for this next section here. Couple of quite deep cuts. I've got the previous one I did in front of me behind the workpiece, so I'm visualising the size, fairly sure I can get it accurate. I'll just test the diameter if I can find the calipers. Spot on. Just true up this section here, not quite happy with it. Now I'll sand with a 240 sandpaper. Doesn't need a lot of sanding, but needs to be a fairly consistent finish. These are going to be painted black. So I fold up the paper, I can get into that cove without reducing the crisp edges. If I give a quick buff with the shavings, I can offer up the previous one, and just to show you, it's fitted into the base. That's all there is to it.